Yeah, trip, quite a bit of a trip. Might have to paddle a little bit faster to start. There's first stretch, it's quite chill. We'll get on, Paul will get on first, paddle around, warm up a bit, and then we'll head down. There's a fisher person there, so we'll just probably stick to the left. We'll work that in a moment. Basic sort of signs. That means come to me. That means eddy out, and it'll always be pointing to one side, so right. Always point to the side you're going to go. So point to the right, you're going to the right. To the left. Yeah, point. Just go that way.
Yeah.
Always go to the way you're pointing, not don't go there. You'll never say don't go to that bit and point to that bit. It'll always be go there. There's stop and sort of, not sure what go is. There's hand signal.
Yeah, well, we can agree. If we go one at a time through some of these rapids, we maybe put one paddle up to say one paddle at top, and then until you get the next signal, the next paddle at top.
So hold the paddle up straight, that's go.
Yep.
Paddle like that, stop.
Yeah.
And then that's faster. If you're falling behind a bit, you might get that.
Yeah, so it's just a, but yeah, I'll follow through.
Catch up pretty much.
So we're up against darkness. So the other thing, we're going to alternate leaders, front and back. So whoever's at the front will be the leader for that next section, for that section. Yeah. So I'll just jump on now. We'll get on.
The only other thing is obviously hit a rock, lean in, give it a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, swim, keep your feet up.
Yep.
Leave your boat. If you can't get onto your paddle, leave your paddle and just get your feet up and relax. Don't panic, and we'll tell you what to do next.
Yeah. Yeah, that's important. So don't put your feet down, and as he's saying, positive, keep your feet up. But that's the one. If you get that one right, everything else will be okay.
Yeah, so see when you say leaning into rocks, and I mean I've bounced off a couple before, but yeah, literally leaning in.
Yeah, so if you hit it sideways, you're actually going to go in and you're going to lean, put your hands on the rock, and you're going to get the whole weight onto that rock.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
the water's going to slip under your boat.
And then you're just going to make sure you're safe there, and then we'll work it out. If you can shuffle off, but we'll work it out once you're on the rock and you're safe on the rock.
I've got a funny video I'll share later with where this happened up to me in the Finton. Right, let's get on. Rock, paddle hard, paddle hard. Lean over the rock. Swimmer! Here's my boat, here's my boat. Okay, feet up, feet up. Keep your paddle if you can. Okay, you can hold the handle of my boat, I'll pull you off. Alright? Relax, relax, you're okay. Keep your feet up, please. Okay, so I'm going to bring it to the side. Okay, I'm going to go below these rocks just for ease. Okay, just keep the feet up, that's fine. That's good, Anna, you got yourself safe, which means we don't have to worry about you, so that's the right thing to do. Okay, it's still deep here, it's uneven.
Right.
It's unevenly deep, but you're up the side.
Right.
So just take your time. You don't want to trip at the side, so just everything deliberate. You didn't hurt anything, did you? Did you hurt anything?
That's my pride.
No, don't worry about your pride. There's no pride lost. So down to your boat, we'll get back in as quickly as possible and carry on.
Right.
It might be easier to go up on the bank, I'm not sure. If you want to swim down, you can hold the boat. It's sometimes easier to...
turn down.
We might be able to bring the boat to you, let's see. He's bringing it back up. No, it's tricky. No, it's tricky. I'll just go down and tow it up. I'll get the sling on maybe. Okay, I'll keep you in. There's a row of rocks coming up here, so just pick your way through them. There's plenty of gaps.
Some waves of rock, some waves of mud. We're going to go sort of not quite all the way to the left, out to the sort of middle left, kind of river left. Obviously, we're talking about river left and right. I'll go down first. Paul will take us back.
Yep.
Just keep an eye in front of you. Rocks. If you're going to go over a rock, make sure you're straight. Make sure you're going over it. And yeah, keep the boat pointed straight. There's only just waves, nothing serious. So just.
There's a few big waves at the bottom, but if you keep paddling, you'll be fine.
Yeah. And then we'll get to the bottom, I'll be in front. There's a big pool below that, and we'll just gather up there. Okay?
Yep.
Cool. Give yourself a couple boat lengths in between you, just so make
Which,
sure you can see the river.
It's all about keeping your boat aligned, okay? Just keep paddling, Stephen, when you hit the waves. Okay, we'll crack on. I'll take the lead now. Generally, you back to rescue. This bit, it's just look for the rocks, look well ahead, and pick your line. You can follow me, but you can find your own routes too. Oh, it's higher. It's higher than it reported. It's 0.76. So that's a little bit higher than it read on the online. This is where the actual, we can look at this online, but 0.76 is fine. It's a nice level. Again, more of the rocks are covered. So down here there's what's normally a shallow gravel chute. It bends to the river right. The trick is to go down it and have your boat in line with the local current. So as you go down, turn your boat so that it's equal current on both sides. Okay, there are some rocks before the pumping house. We're going to go down mostly river left. You can pick your own way. Stephen, the pumping house is over here, the white building. There's a few rock ledges kind of before it and just at it. Pick your own way. Don't avoid the rocks massively. Just go down the side of anything you see in a deep channel of water. There's lots of right ways. It's mostly to the river left. Good. I'm just going to stop here for rescue. Good. That's the way to do it. And if you just pause here, we're just going to have a chat about the next section. Come in closer, Stephen. So we can't see it yet, but there's quite a sharp little drop. It's about half a meter maybe. It's actually very easy. The key is to line up and go through it straight and to stay in the waves as you go down. There's quite a sharp eddy on the side, but I want you to stay in the main flow and go down. I'm going to go through because Jan's behind us. I'm going to go keep going through, and then follow me into, it'll be river right, and there's a safe big eddy there, which is the drop, the big waves, and then there's a few more waves, and we go down about 50 meters, and then we're in an eddy. So about 3 boat lengths apart, and just follow my line. Probably Stephen, if you come after me, we'll approach it slowly, so we're definitely lined up. It's yeah, so you follow my line, but it's more important that as we go into the white water, you see the waves, start paddling hard then, and you're just aiming to go straight through the waves. Okay, get your weight forward and paddle forward. Okay, on this line, all right, it's all new.
Yeah.
If you can relax, it's definitely going to help.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I know.
So as I say, you literally could float down and use your paddle as a rudder and just align your boat and you'd get down. But I know it doesn't feel like that first few times on the river, but you can, yeah, rather than fight the water, you use the water. That's the basic idea. So yeah.
Got Kayaking coming up. We'll do it in twos, so me and you will go down with one of you, then the other one will go down with the other one. It's quite a long rapid, got a slight turn in it. So you go in, you're going to start off on the river left, on the right, sorry. It's going to go down straight, you see a big wave chain. It's quite big waves, remember just keep your nose straight into whatever wave you're going through. So you've got 90 degrees going into it. Then think all the rocks should be covered, so you'll just be stay river right, head more towards the middle as we get to the bottom, and then keep going. There's a big pool lower down. Just keep paddling.
Yeah.
And it'll be alright.
There's a little bit at the very bottom you go to the left, but
yeah,
it'll be obvious when we're there, and you don't have to. Okay, who do you want to go first?
Well, first I can go first if you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so what will, in terms of signaling, we can't see all the way down, so I'm not sure what the easiest way to do this is. I could position myself in the first eddy and then I could see, but then it means whoever's following me, so if you go first with Stephen, so if Anna's following me, the tricky bit is getting into that first eddy.
Yeah, it's always, I just go down and then you can give it minute to minute.
Yeah.
And then just come down in your own time.
Yeah,
And
okay.
then obviously if
You're happy you can handle the rescue if you need to, yeah. Okay, so we won't give it too long then, since we could also help in the rescue. If there is a rescue going on, the thing is to get safe, right? So as soon as I see a place where we can put you to somewhere safe, we'll do that, and I'll go and help with the rescue if I have to, right? Okay. So main thing, keep paddling. Most important isn't speed or anything or strength, it's trying to keep your boat aligned and as mentioned into the waves. So that's really it. So Anna, we'll let these guys just go a little bit in front of us, you know, 10 boat lengths or something, and then we'll be behind them by...
Obviously, Stephen, if I end up going, just get yourself down or get yourself safe.
Yeah.
And then I'll sort myself out.
The other thing, a reminder, this is a place where you definitely want to swim with your feet up, and realistically if you fall in here, you probably will be swimming the whole way through the rapid from where you fall in. Okay, so you want your feet in front of you, you don't want to put your feet down. Okay, we might be able to get beside you and give you a hold on the boat, but fundamentally you'll be safe enough if you just keep your feet in front of you downstream.
Okay, you ready, Stephen?
Yeah.
Just give me a bit of space and follow me. Perfect.
How big waves are you?
It's not. It's more that they're kind of at odd angles is more the thing than big, and if you can stay relaxed, you'll be fine. And so will Stephen, you know, but he's a little bit more tense maybe because he fell in and he's just there, you know. There's just a little signs of, which, you know, it's his first time in a river. That boat's a twitchy boat as well, you know.
Ever in a river or?
No, he's been to some of the Thursday sessions, but no, he's okay. We'll just follow on down now. So there's a few rocks to avoid before on the lead in. All right. So we're going to where Stephen is. It's okay, it's all right. Keep paddling, I'll get it anyway. Good girl. Excellent. Hey, well done. Both of you, well done. So firstly, Jan, given the light conditions and the time,
Yeah.
I think we should stop at the end of Invercarney. Okay. By the time we go on down, there's a high chance of a few more swims and not easy to see, read the river, you know. So all right, so we're above Invercarney. I'm going to lead down, and I think probably the best way is if Anna, if you follow me down, and then Jan, if you come down after with a gap as we had there with Stephen. Now that means we've got so we're going to go straight through the easy way. So what we're going to do is start on the river right, and we're going to drop just the first little drop, and then soon we're going to move towards the middle of the river and even towards the left of the river, and it'll be very close to white water, which looks a bit scary, but actually there's very little force in it because it's turbulent, right? So it's not flowing one way, and so and by doing that we then miss all the big waves, which you can go through, but the easier route is down the side of the waves. So if we get it right, the boat will be going down the river sort of mid-left, and the waves will be just off your right hand side of the boat. And if you get turned into the waves or you're in the waves, the best thing there is to stay in the waves and paddle hard forward. and to get the weight of your body forward. So lean forward and paddle.
With a turtle of water, you just want to paddle.
Yeah, it looks, if you're not used to it, it looks like it's a lot stronger than it actually is. The reason I'm saying that is if you follow me across, you'll see nothing happens to me, and then we line up easily. We have plenty of time to line up for missing the waves, which are the trickier bit. Okay, so Jan's just calling his dad, so we'll just wait for that. And don't relax at the bottom. Sometimes people relax when they get to the bottom. It's still a bit turbulent. So we're going to start over River Right. Okay, so from here you can see the waves further down, and we're going to be to the far side of those, to the river left of those. Okay, but we're going to drop it. We're going to drop in at the top. So if you follow me about 3 boats back, keep paddling.
Side.
Yes, yes. So as soon as we get a chance, we're going to cross. Okay, Anna, feet up, feet up, feet up. Okay, hold the back of my boat. You almost made it. Okay, if you get into the side there, are you okay?
Yep.
I'll get your boat. Just hold on to your paddle. So obviously we just finished the trip. We've decided not to continue on down because of the daylight. There's a lot of rocks to see, and it's harder to see them in lower levels of light. So I think it's not fair to bring you down. Although you've done the hardest bits anyway. So at the end of a trip, we'd like to get feedback. So we can give you feedback and you can give us feedback. And just be honest, you know, positive, negative, all good. Anything, Stephen, comes to mind?
I can only talk about like, probably like being a little bit nervous to start and then getting less nervous towards the end.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But no, I mean, thanks.
What could we have done anything to make you less nervous?
I don't think so. We're not in the conditions. I think you've done a pretty good job.
But
Everything was clear. It's just when you're in the moment.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but your first time to be in this environment, so.
Yeah, and I was saying to Jan earlier that, well, the one time we went in was an easy bit at the start.
I'll send you a video about hogging rocks. I've got a really good one. We were mucking about eddy hopping on the mid-Fintorn, and Sue Chalmers, she came and she was going for an eddy and I was coming out of one, and she collided into me and shoved me onto the rock in strong flow in the middle of the, you'll see the video, it's quite funny. So yeah, that's where we were talking about, get your weight over the rock. Now, trouble is you hit that rock and straight away the water's making you lean upstream. And you did actually, to be fair, you did actually try and lean the right way, but it was too late. You have to be really quick. And also maybe more aware so to avoid, you don't have to avoid it by much, but just down the side of the rock. You know?
Yeah, I was quite aware of the rocks towards the end.
Yeah, okay. Good. Okay, so overall positive? Yeah, and from our point of view, you listened, you did what you were told and everything, so our feedback's positive too. Yep. Oh, hi.
I want to paddle for it. The river's not going to let you go there, so you've got to really paddle for it.
Yeah.
You know, you see really good people, they really go for it. If they want it in an eddy, they're going to get the eddy. They're not going to drift by and then think you might get it, then you get towards the end, and then realise you're not
so
going to.
more definite,
To be honest, that's where I'm doing it now. I'm still building up confidence in that boat. And it's like, oh, I've paddled and
It's the future, just paddle.
Yeah, but we will practice eddies because that's something, everyone has to get good at that. Anna, feedback?
Yeah, no, good, yeah. I felt safe and the instructions are clear, so.
Okay. And anything we could have done to make it better?
Well, the other one where I was bashing, I was so close. That was not my fault, I was so close. I was
but I was slow. Again, my thinking there was to go more for control than speed.
Yeah.
You've seen me with beginners, you know, go ultra slow,
Yeah.
and that means people have more control. So that's why I was slow, but then I should have been more aware of where you were. So that's good feedback. Yeah. Or you can just tell me, get out of the way.
Yeah, sure.
No, but seriously, it's better. Me and Sarah often come together in the middle of rapids unintentionally because I slow up and she doesn't. So, okay, so positive from our point of view. You listened, did what you were told, and everything. So I think you gave us little tiny feedback that we knew that you'd heard what we'd said and so on. So that's important because sometimes in the environment it's not obvious that the person's heard you. So there was once or twice where I'd use someone's name just to say to try and see if I've got their attention. Just to be sure you're heard. So okay, thanks for coming on. We for safety we decided not to go down because with lights fading because it's overcast. I mean, I've gone down when it's darker than this, but it's not fair on first timers. It's much harder to see the rocks, the shallow rocks.
If I just run you down to your van.
Yeah, let's think the easiest way to do it.